guys, today's look is inspired by the 2011 Victoria's Secret fashion show, which I've made it a point to do every year since I started my channel because probably the makeup that they do for that show is probably like my favorite style. Like that's how I like my makeup to look. I like it to look like using really natural colors but like really done, if that makes sense. I don't know. The focus is more on the skin than the eyes. For the eyes, it's just kind of like, you know, not so much seeing eyeshadow, but seeing like a really defined eye with nice, soft, but thick black liner, dramatic lashes. But the skin is the focus. This will be my 4th year doing this, which is crazy. I look forward to it every year and I really love it. Year to year, the looks are not incredibly different. It's not like this year you say, oh, they're using purple this year. Oh, they're using like, you know, crazy like winged eyeliner or anything like that. It's really just so much of like a really sexy, like bronzed, glowy look with an emphasis like on your skin and on like making your eyes look really like seductive and like pretty. I don't know. I love it. That's what I really think truly like makeup is all about. It's not about saying, oh, that's really unique because it's bright blue, or that's really great because it's just like, you know, a million different colors. But it's about like taking a look and making it all come together and not just focusing on the eyes. That's not what makeup's about. It's not saying every look has to be like heavily anchored by your eyes. You know, like this look I think all came together because when I did all the highlighting and everything for this look and the bronze and everything, and making the whole look like come together as a whole. So I really love it, and I hope that you guys do too. It's really fun and I love it. I'll say it again. But anyways, I hope that you guys enjoy it. The fashion show comes on Tuesday night, the 29th of November. Is that right? Yeah. Tomorrow night. I'm filming this on Monday. But hopefully it'll be up tonight or tomorrow. So I hope that you guys enjoy it, and if you want to see how to do it, then keep watching. So I got started by applying the Urban Decay Primer Potion to my lid. Next, I'm going to use the Cream Color Base and Pearl by MAC. If you've got oilier lids or you're prone to creasing, then I would say skip this. But just dab just a little bit. It's just going to add some sheen, and then I put that on my brow bone as well. Then I'm going to take this duo by NARS called All About Eve, which is really nice. There's kind of like a pink side that's like a little bit of a frost, and then more of like a beigey golden frost. And what I'm going to do is take a large brush. This is an E60 by Sigma. I'm going to take the darker side, the pink side, and just pat that all over my lid. And up my brow bone just a little bit. It's not going to be so obnoxiously frosted, so don't worry about it. And then take the light side and just apply that right to the lid only, closest to the lash line. And then on this inner corner. Alright, then we're going to take another NARS duo, and this one is called Cordura. And you can see it's got a really dark brown side and then kind of like a medium brownish tan side. And I'm going to take this brush by Sigma. This is an E35. It's a crease brush, but it's a little more dense, so it's gonna keep the color from blowing out too much. I'm using the medium brown color. I'm gonna apply that in my crease. You don't want a lot of emphasis on the eyeshadow in this look. The emphasis is mainly just on the liner and the lashes and the skin. So I'm just gonna use this to kind of create just a very mild cat eye almost. Just follow the crease of your eye and then kind of pull it up and out. If you have darker skin tone, you may want to use a slightly darker color. You could use the darker shade in the palette. Then I'm taking this P84 brush by Sigma to just kind of blend and make sure that it's following the shape of a cat eye and it doesn't look like a big blobby mess. Alright, then I'm going to take that same little duo, and I'm going to take a more precise brush. This is an E20, and I'm using the dark shade, and I'm just going to pat that in this outer corner and follow along on my upper lash line. Since we are going to have kind of a more dramatic looking lined effect, we don't want it to look like you've used liquid eyeliner and just, you know, done like a really harsh line. We want it to look like a dramatic line, but we want it to look soft. So I'm going to use this first, and it's almost like a grayed brown when you apply it, like a blackened brown. Take just a little bit. The bottom lash line is not going to be dramatic at all, so you want to be very careful. and just barely follow this outer corner so that it kind of connects with this color up top. Alright, then we're going to take this shade by MAC, which I'm absolutely in love with lately. It's called Carefree, and it's one of those pro longwear eyeshadows. It's in a larger thing. It's the size of the cream color bases, which is cool. I love it because I love using it as a highlighter on the face too, but it's a great highlight color for your eyes. I'm going to use this brush by Sigma. I don't know what it's called because this is old numbering. It says the 217 and that's not what it is anymore. And I'm just taking this, it's very gold, apply it right to the center of the lid and it'll give it like a really brightened effect. Use it on the inner corner and just kind of lightly sweep it like that. I'm going to take this eyeliner, which I'm really in love with. I don't know how I never knew about this. It's called Tarte Emphasize. It's the teeniest little, most delicate pencil ever. And it is so, I don't even know how to describe it. Like when you put it on, it's kind of cooling. It just like melts onto your skin, like you barely even have to touch it. And it looks like you've used a liquid liner. It's called like an aqua gel or something. It's quite impressive. And I've been wearing it a lot and it lasts, like no joke. It looks perfect at the end of the day. So I'm applying that because it's still, even though it looks kind of like a liquid liner, it's still a little softer looking. And you should still have that color peeking out from around it. Mascara, I'm using the Giorgio Armani Eyes to Kill. And then I'm going to apply the MAC 36 lash, which looks like this. I swear I'm going to put up that tutorial on false lashes soon. I've had it like ready to go, but I just always have other videos that I want to post. So I will try to post that very, very soon. It's just more in depth about applying lashes and little tricks and stuff on how to make them look perfect. I'm going to give you this super quick version in this video. Apply some to your lower lashes. If you find that when you look down your mascara touches, do your lower lashes first, but that's not really an issue with me, and I've got really long lashes, so just do whatever you want. Alright, then take your lash glue, apply it to your lashes. I use the Duo. You don't even have to do this. It just kind of gives a more, just kind of thickens the effect. I wanted to do it just because it gives my lashes some more volume. Let the glue set for a minute and then apply. Starting in the middle and placing the edges. And when these set up, I will come back and show you what I did for the rest of my face. So now that the eyes are done, the focus really needs to be on the skin. I already used my foundation. Oh, it leaked out a little bit. I used the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Eraser. You guys know I'm a sucker for my, well, once was a sucker for my expensive foundations, and this has really just blown my mind. I've talked about it a lot lately. It really gives like a dewy, nice appearance, but since I have very oily skin, that can be tricky. But this actually holds up while looking really natural. I used my under eye concealer, which was the Instant Age Rewind Eraser again, and that's all I've done to my face. Alright, so what I want to do is create a really nice like bronze look, since that is kind of the theme, or usually is, for the makeup for the Victoria's Secret shows. Very glowy, very bronzed and tan. And I'm going to use my Laguna bronzer by NARS, and it's in this little thing. I just have this little particular one that has blush and a highlighter. And then I'm using a big fluffy brush. It's a F25 by Sigma. I'm just starting it right along the temple and working it onto my cheeks. You don't want it to get too close to your eye. You want to kind of get it in that area where you contour. And then whatever's left over, just a little bit on your cheeks. Do the same with the other side. Take some more and put it right at your hairline. Then whatever's left over on the brush, or just a little bit more if you're just very careful and dip it lightly. I even like to dust it off on my hand because you don't want too much bronzer on your nose. Just lightly apply it to your nose. You want it to look natural, like the sun has lightly kissed your skin. And then again, whatever's left on the brush, or just very lightly dipped again, apply some to your chin. because you don't want your face to look, you know, bronzed and then your chin to be like white. And then if I really put a lot of bronzer on my skin, I always, you know, don't forget my neck. This is a really giant brush by Sigma. It's the body brush. It's a B05. It works really great for applying bronzer. And then just a little bit to your collarbone. You don't want to get too crazy with it. Since we used some gold highlighting on our eyes, I'm going to use the same product, this Carefree eyeshadow, or you could use your NARS Albatross, which is, it's a highlighter, and it's also the color that is in this little kit as well. These are very, very similar. The NARS Albatross is a little more of like a yellowy gold. This one's more just like kind of a candlelit gold. And I'm going to use that to highlight the tops of my cheekbones, and it shows up like crazy. It's so, so pretty. It's the most perfect highlighter for your face. Who would have thought? It's like an eyeshadow, but it's perfectly fine to use. This area of my skin isn't super oily or prone to breakouts. I wouldn't apply like an eyeshadow, obviously, to areas where you're, you know, oily or where you're prone to breaking out, but works great on your skin for highlighting. You can contour with eyeshadow. I'm just putting a little bit just down the center of my nose, just very lightly. And then it kind of creates this really nice like candlelit effect, and it's really, really pretty. If you wanted to add a little extra shimmer, I got out my Tarina Tarantino, the Sparklicity powder. But if you really just want your skin to look more natural, you can just kind of leave it like this. But if you want just a little bit of fun shimmer, you can put just a little bit on the tops of your cheekbones, and it just adds a little something extra. It's really pretty. Alright, for lips, kept it very, very simple. The lips for the show were very simple. Since I'm going to use such a pale color, I'm going to use this lip pencil. It's called Subculture, and it's a pale lip pencil itself. It's hard to describe things while lining your lips, but I can't stop talking. So line your lips with that. Or you could use any other lip pencil that you wanted. It's just kind of like a natural pinky beige. And then I'm going to use this color called Politely Pink, which is a really pale pink. It has a little bit of frost to it. This is just going to create like the perfect lip that they had for the show. It's very, very similar. And then to give it just a little bit extra, I always like to top my lipstick with just a bit of gloss. You don't want to goop on so much, but just a little bit. And this is a brighter color, so it's really going to bring out the pink in the gloss. This is Pink Lemonade. Oh, I forgot to say earlier, I thought about this after I started this part again with this. I forgot to mention it. Use this Carefree eyeshadow, or if you don't have this, the NARS Albatross, or any light, you know, shimmery eyeshadow like that, and highlight the top of your brow bone. I forgot to mention that. I did it on this side, but then I didn't do it to the tutorial side. And yeah, that's what I left out. You can add a bit of pink to your cheeks. I really like to stick with like the kind of whole bronzed look, but sometimes if you put just a touch of pink on the apples of your cheeks, it can even bring out the bronze effect even more. And I'm using the Tarte Doll Face. So that's it. I hope that you guys enjoyed it and that you found this helpful, and I will talk to you all very soon. Bye!